So online students, can you hear my voice? Say some of the So the last class, up to last class, we completed callable statement in you. Anybody executed the three programs? In parameter procedure, out parameter procedure, and function. How many of you executed my three programs? Raise your hands correctly. Whatever I written, you executed correctly. Oh, notes also available, right? Yesterday night I updated the notes to you. Right. Today's concept is transaction management because I transaction management in JDBC. Transaction management in JDBC. So part of JDBC API, we started the course with java.sql.connection is a root of your java.sql package, and the java.sql.connection is providing some important methods for us. Among that, create statement supports to create implementation object of statement interface. Prepare statement method is used to create implementation object of prepared statement. Prepare call method is used to create implementation object of callable statement. Using create statement and prepare statement, we can execute normal queries like create, insert, retrieve, update, and delete. What is the difference between statement and prepare statement? Generally, statement is used to execute queries without in parameters, but prepared statement is used to execute queries with in parameters. What is the advantage of executing SQL queries with in parameter? The advantage is once the query is compiled, we can execute any number of times. In this process, execution time is saved and performance will be very high. In the real-time market, you are going to use prepared statement always. Callable statement is used to callable statement is used to execute procedure and function. If possible, in your practical sessions at lab, concentrate on callable statement bit carefully. Whatever the programs I typed, you type correctly. Whatever the assignment are given, you try that assignment. I will type the assignment and I'll upload in your Google Classroom to you after 1-2 days. Clear, right? After getting these three statements completed, we are entering into one more concept known as transaction management. So why we are going for transaction management means remaining methods. Set auto commit, get auto commit, set save point, remove save point, commit and roll back. To complete the remaining methods, we are entering into transaction management. Make it. Define transaction always. Define transaction. What is transaction now? The set of statements, the set of statements executed on a resource, on a resource or resources using acid properties, using acid properties is known as transaction. Is known as transaction. Single resource or group of resources. That's the meaning. Underline this. Resource or resources. That may be a single resource or group of resources. Right. Have you completed acid properties in vernacular? No. Make it. A stands for atomicity. Consistency. Consistency. Isolation. Durability. Atomicity, consistency, isolation, and durability. Acid properties. Right. Look here. Suppose one transaction is not a single statement. It is a group of statements. Generally, when you go for ATM center, sir, I want to make one transaction. So what is your transaction? Sir, I want to withdraw 5,000 rupees. That is called transaction, right? To withdraw 5,000 rupees, step 1, swipe the card. Step 2, enter the PIN number. Step 3, you have to select some options. Dot, dot, dot. At last, 5,000 will come. So one transaction means not about a single statement. It is a set of statements. That only point here. So example, one transaction has 10 sub-statements internally. Imagine it like this. Now, first line completed means first statement, transaction started now. First statement completed, second statement completed, third statement completed, 4, 5, 6, dot, dot, up to 8 and 9 example. Suddenly, the environment has been crashed due to some reasons or unexpected reasons. Environment has been crashed. Now, Atomicity says that complete the transaction means remaining one step is there, no, you do it. Right? Your environment fail also, complete the transaction means move the transaction to completed state or cancel that 9 statements and come back to 0. Cancel that 9 statements and come back to 0. Atomicity means completing the transaction to completed state or not completed state, anyone. All your banking domain transactions are atomic. Means what? Once you started transferring the amount from any Paytm or PhonePe, unexpectedly something has been happened, the amount will not be missed. It has to come back to your account or it goes to your some beneficiary account. Something it has to happen. Something it has to happen. That's called atomic. Atomicity is a feature where complete the transaction to completed state or not at all. As a code writer, we have to take care. We have to construct that feature to our transaction. So atomicity meaning is that. Consistency meaning is nothing but consistency. Normal English meaning is same. Consistent means same. Here consistency, how we can apply means always we repeat these points to you. Suppose in Book My Show, 4 tickets are available. I blocked that 4 tickets. Like me, n number of users are in the online to book the tickets. There are 4 tickets available now. I selected that 4 means I blocked 4. Green color will come now. I selected 4. Now I blocked that 4. After blocking that 4, I gone for payment. So using my credit card or debit card, I'm doing my payment. Until my transaction is completed with the payment, the resources should remain same to me. Whatever the seats selected, they should be available to me. That's called consistency. Suppose if your application make a mistake, if the application is not properly constructed, I blocked 4 tickets. I gone for payment. So I feel that the 4 tickets are available to me until my payment is successful. But the application has some drawback. The 4 seats shown to the second user. Example. Now the second user also select that 4 seats and go. We both will fight in the theater. So that is called consistency. The process in which the selected resources state must remain same until transaction is completed. Because of this reason in core Java, you had multi-threading chapter and we trained the student how to lock method, how to lock object, how to lock class, and how to make your execution user wait based on wait method and notify method. These all are because of consistency. Whenever you want to write this consistency feature, your multi-thread chapter is going to support you normally. Consistency meaning according to our transaction management is the resources which are selected, the resource state must be same until the transaction is completed. Isolation, English meaning is independent normally. So how can we apply that meaning to our transaction? Suppose 2 users are using the application, you must make the 2 users run independently. So the user dependency must not be there. Whenever the user dependency not there, then you have been achieved your isolation. Isolation means the process of making multiple users run independently. There is no dependent concept. We call it as isolation. Now above these three, we have to maintain it and complete the transaction. Once the transaction is successful, the transaction details are stored and available for the user for the future review. That's called durability. You are recording and making it available. We call it as durability. The process of recording the state of transaction is known as durability. This durability is achieved when the transaction is successful. Make a statement. Atomicity, the process, of completing the transaction to completed state or not at completed state or not completed state or not means transaction resumes back to zero state. So transaction comes to zero state. Zero state means resumes to the starting state. The process of completing the transaction to completed state or not is known as atomicity. Is known as atomicity. So as a code writers, we people in the market, among transaction, we check in the background how many sub transactions are there. We are going to cross check all that sub transaction successfully executed or not. Then we are going to perform commit. As a code writer, we are going to do to achieve that atomicity. Consistency. The process in which the selected resources state remains same until the transaction is completed. The process in which the selected resources state remains same until the transaction is completed is known as consistency. So part of object oriented journey, you people should learn how to lock your object minimum. Object oriented programmer not only creates object, he can lock the object and perform synchronization. So locking object is very important to you as an object oriented programmer. Among that objects, locking method also available to you. Locking method is select method is locking method only. In your book my show, select is there, no? Select method is synchronized method. Lock is available. So that synchronized method syntax we are going to write in your core Java multi-threading chapter. So minimum object oriented programmer should know few things. Object oriented programming is not about the features and encapsulation, polymorphism, they are all features. You may use, you may not use. Your mobile phone has a number of features. No need to use all the features. So object oriented programming language will give many features. No need to use them. But as a object oriented programmer, you should know few things. object creation, object location, object components, object behavior, object cloning, object serializable, object locking, object collection, object sorting, object holding DB data. That is object oriented. That is dealing about the object is known as object oriented actually. So your graduation study has been changed your mindset. Object oriented means encapsulation, polymer, they are all features. So language will give many features. Sir, multiple inheritance, not there. What happened? The feature, no. I'll never use that because I'll have some feature in my phone. Without using that feature, already 7 years completed for me. I never use that feature, no. Understood? This features different, concepts different, component different. Whenever you want to construct, you need concept and component, not about features. We may use, we may not use. Difference you got it or not now? In the process of learning the concept, you must know how to lock the object because without locking, consistency not there. When you select the seats, you have to lock it now. You must lock it and stop the another user, no? Object oriented programmer, minimum you should know object locking process. I am going to apply in your servlet programming. So isolation. The process in which multiple users executing independently, the process in which multiple users executing independently is known as isolation. We have to make multiple users to run independently is known as isolation process. Durability. Once the transaction successful, once the transaction is successful, then we have to record. We have to record the state of transaction. We have to record the state of transaction. We have to record the state of transaction is known as durability. Example, if you book a ticket in irctc.co.in, one PNR number will come. It is recorded and available to you until you make a journey. That also durability only. Durability means when it is successful, that is state of transaction is recorded somewhere and making it available to you until you make a journey. If it is about PNR number, we call it as durability. Durability speaks about storing and making it available. That's called durability. So 3 points just for interview purpose in JDBC. Database trainer will give more options about them. We had huge content on acid properties. The chapter belongs to database only. Actually, acid properties belongs to database. So part of JDBC, we write one line and go forward to speak in the interview what is acid properties. Transaction definition is a set of statements actually executed on a single resource or group of resources using these acid properties is known as transaction. Now comes your transaction management. Define transaction management. Transaction management. The process of controlling the transaction, the process of controlling the transaction from starting to ending. The process of controlling transaction from starting to ending is known as transaction management. Transaction management. So the transaction should be under our control as a code writer. From starting of the transaction to ending of the transaction should be under our control. In real time, transaction management is done by Spring for us. Using Spring, we are going to do Spring Core, Spring MVC, Spring JDBC, Spring ORM, Spring Data, Spring Security, Spring Boot. These are the modules available. No, using Spring, we are doing in the real time market. But before doing the transaction management using Spring, first you have to do with the JDBC, because there Spring JDBC only, direct JDBC not there. But Spring JDBC basic is JDBC. So JDBC only becomes a Spring JDBC. So they do transaction management. Before that, students should know what is transaction management, what are the methods we are going to use part of this transaction management. That option students should know. Then only you can go for Spring JDBC in the future. For that, what is transaction management? Sir, as a code writer, the transaction from starting to ending, it should be under my control. The process we call it as transaction management. To do this transaction management, as a code writer, what we are going to do? We use some methods to control the transaction. That methods only: save point, set save point, release save point, rollback, commit, and so on. Make it. The following methods. The following methods are used in transaction management process. The following methods are used. The following methods are used in transaction management process. Transaction management process. So that methods I recorded here, part of your connection I written on that day. Right. Write these methods now. Set auto commit, get auto commit, set save point, remove save point, commit, and roll back. Right. Now look here, make a shading, set auto commit. So daily we are using one commit uh, command, part of your SQL command line. Daily are using no commit. So why we are using commit? And the data temporarily available in one intermediate buffer. So the operations are performed in the temporary intermediate buffer. Whatever you insert the data, whatever you update the data, whatever you delete the data, whatever you create the table, the operations are performed in intermediate buffer. They are not permanently updated in the database. So after operations has been completed, we are using one command known as commit. Whenever we write commit or whenever we use commit, then the data what has been updated in the buffer, it is permanently saved to your database. That is the concept of commit. But up to now almost 8 programs we typed, but nowhere we used commit method. Already commit is one method or not? Now sir, nowhere we used commit method in Java programs. Sir, why you not used commit method? Even then the data is updating permanently. The reason behind that is Java programs has auto commit operation. Auto commit means automatically committing operation is there. It only will run the query, it only will update permanently. That's called auto commit. Auto commit means automatically commit operation. Now we are coming for transaction management. No, we have to off it. So program, Java program, up to now you are doing auto commit operation, don't do it. So we are going to set auto commit false. We are going to stop that. Java program, you don't do auto commit operation, you stop it. Why means I will do commit operation by using commit method, because the operation should be under my control, because I am a code writer, no, so that should be under my control. Whenever I want to take under my control, I will stop that auto commit commit operation by writing set auto commit false. See there. Right. So JDBC application 11, that is transaction. JDBC application level, that is transaction. dbcon 11 import java.sql try and catch. Look here, this is the database connection. Through this database connection, auto commit will be true. I'm displaying system.out.println commit status. I want to know commit status. So con dot get auto commit. One method is there. So we are going to display the state of auto commit. So we are going to see what is the state of auto commit here. After database connection has been established here, we are going to check the commit status here. If it displays as true. Can you see true there? So that indicates that Java programs by default perform commit operation automatically. Commit operation automatically. In transaction management, the auto commit operation must set it to false. That's the first step. When you stop it, then only you can do the work. See there, I am setting con dot set auto commit. Set auto commit false I am writing. After setting the commit operation to false, again I am displaying the state now like this. Here false. So at last I stopped this auto commit operation. Now I can do the transaction management. Okay, right. The same steps I'm recording now down here. Set auto commit. This method is used to set auto commit operation to false. This method is used to set auto commit operation to false because the Java programs perform commit operations automatically. This method is used to set auto commit operation to false. Auto commit operation to false. Because the Java programs perform commit operations automatically. We have to stop it. Whenever we want to know the state of commit operation, we use this method. This method is used to know the state of commit operation. The state of commit operation. The state of commit operation. Get auto commit. This method is used to know the state of commit operation, whether it is true or false. The state of commit operation. Save point. Look here. Whenever we roll back is a term used by DB trainer actually. Roll back means coming back actually. You see there? I'll do some transactions. Statements under transaction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here transaction failed. When the transaction failed, you've done some updation and went forward. Some updations has been happened. We have to roll back. We have to come back. That's called rollback. We have to come back. Whenever you want to roll back, where you should come, that's called save point. Where you should come back, that's called save point. So set save point. This method is used to set the save point for rollback operation. You have to come back to rollback. If you don't want, you can remove it. Remove save point. Make it. Set save point method. Set save point method is used to set the save point. Set the save point for rollback operation. For rollback operation. Set save point method is used to set the save point for rollback operation. When you want to come back, you must know where you should come back and you must go forward. That's called save point. Remove save point. Whenever you want to delete that save point, you can use remove save point. This remove save point method is used to delete the save point. Delete the save point. Delete the save point. Now commit. Already we stopped auto commit operation to false, no? Right, you have to commit it. So commit method is used to perform commit operation when transaction is successful. As a code writer, if you feel the transaction is successful, then you can commit it. So commit method is used to perform commit operation after the transaction is successful. Commit means updating the database. You understood that. Of course, when the transaction failed, you must do rollback. Rollback method is used to perform rollback operation when transaction is failed. Rollback method is used to perform rollback operation when the transaction is failed. When the transaction is failed. Right. So using this concept, let us do one program. And 1 minute. Right. So example program, I am doing the transaction management like this. Right. So we had a table, select star from bank 45. We had it. So one record is available there. Insert into, I am updating one more record. Bank 45 values. Some 313131 I will take always. So some Ram, he has 500 rupees. He also has savings. Here commit, because this is updated in the buffer. If you say commit, it goes to database. Now two records are available. Now our concept is transfer 3000 rupees from Raj to Ram. So transfer 3000 rupees from Raj to Ram means from account number 61234562 313131. What is that concept? Right. So our transaction for today, our transaction is transfer amount 3000 rupees from account number 61234562 account number 313131. It's a transaction. So transfer the amount from this account number to this account number. That is one transaction. Whenever we want to do this transaction, internally two steps will be there. This transaction has two substatements are available. It has two substatements. Substatement 1 anyway, and one more, nothing but sub-transaction, substatement 2, 1. What is the first one now? Sir, we have to subtract 3000 rupees from the account 612346 and add 3000 rupees to the account 313131. Two steps means here subtract amount 3000 rupees from account number 612346. Add amount 3000 rupees to account number 313131. So under this transaction, we had two sub transactions. Here transaction successful meaning is what now? These two steps are successful, then transaction successful. If any one is failed, and example, I subtracted 3000 from subtracted 3000 from account 612346, that is successful. But 3000 I not added to 313131. Then the transaction failed. No, the transaction failed. If not, I not subtracted any amount from 612346. First transaction failed. First sub transaction failed. But I added the amount 3000 to 313131. That also transaction failed. So what we have to do as a developer? As a developer, already I stopped the auto commit operation. I will do this. I will do this. I will check both are successful or not. If both are successful, then commit. Understood now? If anyone is failed, I'll say rollback and transaction failed. That is a concept. Now let me write the program. So the same thing I'm doing now. Now already I stopped it. After stopping that, I'm taking a save point. For rollback, I'm taking a save point. Save point some sp is equal to con dot set save point. I'm taking. Why save point means for rollback. The save point is for rollback. Now I'm taking two prepared statements. I'm taking prepared statement PS1 is equal to con dot prepare statement. So in this prepared statement now, in this prepared statement, I am using a select query. Select star from bank 45 where account number is equal to. I am going to retrieve the record based on account number. Nothing but this query will support me to check the account number is available or not. This will support me whether the account number available or not also. Now one more. Prepared statement PS2 is equal to con dot prepared statement. Right here, set nothing. Sorry, update bank 45 set balance. Set balance is equal to BALANCE, balance plus amount. Here balance plus amount, whatever the adding on amount, that amount. So update bank 45 set balance is equal to balance plus where account number is equal to. This query I am using for update. Balance plus amount, balance minus amount. I'm going to give this. Now start it. Enter the account number now. Scanner class is needed. I'll take scanner. I forget it here. Scanner yes is equal to new scanner of system dot in. Import java dot util. Here system dot out dot println, enter home account number. Home account number means from where we are transferring the data. 6 1 2 3 4 5 6. From there we are going to transfer the data. So long home account number is equal to s dot next long. Now you have to cross check that account number is available or not. Once you enter the home account number, you have to cross check. I will check it now. So set this account number to here. Yes or no now? Yes, no? Right. You have to set it. Now for this, ps1 dot set long 1 home account number. So where I am setting now? Sir, I entered 6 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now I am setting this here. So select star from bank 45 where account number is equal to 6 1 2 3 4 5 6. So the query is correct only, no? So result set. Result set rs1 is equal to ps1 dot execute query. Say how many records are available on result set now? How many records? Very good. One record is available on the result set. The record belongs to 6 1 2 3 4 5 6. That's the imagination. Now the record is available or not? If rs1 dot next end of if else. Now if rs1 dot next, if it is true, record available. If not, record not available. When the record is not available here, you can say system dot out dot println invalid beneficiary account number. Sorry, invalid home account number. You entered wrong account number here. If the record is not available. If record is available now, in that record, one balance will be there. You have to bring that balance outside. So for that, I am using one variable float. Balance is equal to rs1 dot get float column number 3. All of you understood this line number 24. So from that result set, object in column number 3, balance is there. Yes or no? Na? That balance I am loading on to one variable BAL. So now BAL is holding 12,000. That's a concept. Sir, why you brought that balance outside? Because whenever I entered 3,000, I have to check it. That is less than the balance or greater than the balance, I have to check it. For that, I brought that balance available on the variable BAL. Now, once this process completed, now go for beneficiary account number. Beneficiary means to whom you are going to send the data, that account number. So here, system dot out dot print ln enter beneficiary account number. Beneficiary account number. Enter beneficiary account number long beneficiary account number is equal to s dot next long. Now imagine it, I entered the beneficiary account number as 313131. I entered. Whether that beneficiary account number is available or not, I have to cross check it. For that, ps1 dot set long one beneficiary account number. Sir, where you are setting the data here now? Again, this beneficiary account number I am setting for the query one. Select star from bank 45 where account number is equal to 313131. Sir, if it is available, okay. If it is not available, see there. So result set rs2 is equal to ps1 dot execute query. So on this result set 2 now, the record of 313131 is available here. Now the record is available or not now. If rs2 dot next, if it is true, record available. If the record is not available, the beneficiary account number is invalid. So system dot out dot print ln invalid beneficiary account number. Sir, if it is valid beneficiary account number, now say enter the amount to be transferred. How much amount you want to transfer it? So system dot out dot print ln enter the amount to be transferred. Enter the amount to be transferred. Then int amount is equal to s dot next int, maybe integer amount or float amount, no restriction, you can take it. So I'm taking amount. Whenever the amount has been entered, we have to cross check. The amount is less than the balance or not, you have to cross check. If it is a less than the balance only, you can transfer it. You cannot transfer the amount greater than the balance. No, balance is only 12,000. So here we are writing one condition. If that amount is less than or equal to balance, less than or equal to balance. If it is, if the amount is not less than or equal to balance, control will come to the else. Control will come to the else and say that system dot out dot print ln insufficient fund. That much of amount not available with us. Insufficient fund. Insufficient fund. So if everything is correct now, perform it. Already you stopped the commit operation. Original database will not be updated. So what you are doing now? Now we are running the second query. What is the second query now? Update bank. See there, PS2 set 1, set 2. This is index 1. This is index 2. Now here PS2 dot set float. You take set int and because I took integer here. Set int. Float will accept integer. Okay, right. Here parameter index 1 and here minus amount ps2 dot set long parameter index 2 here home account number. We have to subtract the amount from home account number, no? Yes or no? Right. From home account number, you have to subtract it. That is minus amount. Why you written minus amount? See there, amount to 3000 here. I am setting this minus amount here. See there, run query. Update bank 45, set balance is equal to balance minus amount. This is means 12,000 minus 3,000. 12,000 minus 3,000, it is 9,000 updated here based on the account number 61234566. Now execute it now. Int I is equal to ps2 dot execute update. Now database updated, buffer updated. So buffer updated, database updated. Sir, buffer updated here. I'm imagining buffer updated because set auto commit have been stopped. So your buffer is updated now. Now the same way run for the next one here. ps2 dot set int parameter index 1 here. Here plus amount for the account number ps2 set long parameter index 2 here. Here beneficiary account number for beneficiary account number. For beneficiary account number, you have to add the amount. So how much amount you are adding now? 3,000 you are adding now. So the query is update bank 45 set balance is equal to balance plus 3,000. Account number is 3131. He had 500 rupees, no? 500 plus 3,000. So 3,500 here for the account number 3131. Now int j is equal to ps2 dot execute update. Here also buffer updated. Buffer updated. Once the buffer is updated, I must cross check. These two are successful or not, I have to cross check. For that, I value will be 1, j value will be 1. If the transaction is, if it is updated successfully, I value will be 1, j value will be 1. So we are writing a condition here. The condition is if I equal to 1 and j equal to 1, I equal to 1 and j equal to 1. If both are successful, it will be equal. Yes or no? Right. Then you say that transaction successful. Both are I value 1 and j value 1. If it is not successful, they'll get 0. Okay, right. Then if both are 1, you can say system dot out dot println transaction successful. Transaction successful. When the transaction is successful, we can say con dot commit. So commit means buffer updated, database updated. That's all. Finally, we are only updating. So this is database updated. Database updated. Suppose if anyone is failed here, maybe I is equal to 0 or j is equal to 0, anyone has been failed, then the control will come to else. Then we can say transaction failed. Transaction failed. When the transaction failed, just now I said no, roll back. You have to come back or not now. So con dot roll back to S1. S1 not there, SP. Roll back to SP. Sir, in rollback, what happened? Whatever the buffers updated, they'll updation will go and come back to normal state. That's called rollback. So this is your program. Understood and say yes or no? Core Java program only, no? Sir, this also I am not understanding it, danger threatened. Core Java completed, advanced Java completed, I am not understanding means problem. So all our if else's are there, right? Okay. 1 or 2, 4 statements from DB. I'll repeat that anyway. Right. Can I run the program? Right. See there, I am running the program once. Our commit status is false anyway. Enter the account number 6 1 2 3 4 5 6. Enter the beneficiary 313131. Enter the amount to be transferred 3000. Transferred or not now, right? This is one process and how to do generally. In Spring, we had a project process directly. Here, we have to stop the commit operation process. Stopping the commit operation, taking one save point and starting the transaction. We have to have a clarity how many steps are available under transaction. We have to cross check all the sub transactions completed or not. Finally, cross check it. If all are successful, commit. If not, roll back. That's called process. Right. So I'll attach this program to you by evening. After 8:30 only it is possible for me to attach it. I'll attach it. Tomorrow, find your time and run it. Tomorrow, first 15 minutes, I'll speak on this program once again. First 50, it takes time to understand, I know, very lengthy program. I concentrated on the concept and I gone forward. Tomorrow, first 15 minutes, I'll repeat this concept to you. After that, tomorrow's class is connection pooling, how to organize pre-initialized database connections among multiple users. That's a concept for tomorrow. Tomorrow, concept and program both. Right. Take a break. Thank you very much for today.